That restaurant you mentioned though is ratchet because we were there that one time. One time we're there and we're eating our French fries, eating chicken wings, and some lady that was beyond on like she was on besides alcohol.
Molly, every drug
whatever she was
man.
on, it wasn't just alcohol. She's like the whole time belligerent and like I guess they're just okay with this kind of like customer. But at the end, I hear her mention like, and that ginger in the corner, and I'm like, the only ginger in the corner. So
it was me and Rylan.
Yeah.
And I think that was like our cue to be like, all right, let's get the check and get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're like, it's time to leave. I've had some weird experiences with women like before I dated my wife now, but I was currently dating Rebecca when this happened. And I was like, Shane, it's our time to go. Like, when someone's calling me out by like my characteristics, I know it's not going to end well for me if I stay around. So,
just like an old city,
Yeah,
like
the one in Old City. Oh my god,
someone was chasing you around the room upstairs.
Yeah,
you have a way with women, man. I'll tell you.
So yeah, it's a blessing or a curse when you can make a woman crazy about you, like literally
Within 5
crazy
seconds.
about you, like institutionally crazy about you. Like, if you can
That's
do
something else, man.
If you can do that, you'll know what I'm talking about. But
I remember it was me and you. We were sitting at a bar downstairs, and there was this this woman that was sitting to the left of you, and she had asked you. She's like, "Hey, do you know if they're making pizza tonight?" And you being a nice gentleman, you're like, yeah, I don't know. They might be." And then she asked you another question. You were just being nice. And we were watching the basketball game. I wasn't really paying attention too much. And then you kind of just stopped talking to her. And we were both watching the TV. And she was staring right over at you. And I was like, okay, something's going on. Something fucking weird.
We were watching playoff NBA basketball. And she was staring right into my eyes. Like, Joe, pretend you're a TV. I'm staring at the TV while she's staring at my eyes, and I can see her staring at me while I'm trying to watch the game. It was so uncomfortable.
I was witnessing this.
Weird.
Yeah, and I was like, I had to take a massive piss. So I'm like, I'm going downstairs. I'll be right back. And I get back up, and you're like, let's go upstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I didn't really put two and two together.
Let's just go upstairs.
She'll
F off. Yeah.
So we sit at a table, and you go to the bathroom that's upstairs. And then I look over about a minute later, and this, the crazy lady was outside of the door. And she was probably, she was small, though. She was probably 4'10",
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Just because she's 4'10" doesn't mean she's, innocent in all this. So I saw her coming up the stairs, and I ran into the bathroom and locked it. Yeah. She was trying to get into the bathroom.
She was knocking on the door. She's trying to pull on it. And I looked over. I'm like, holy shit, that's the lady from downstairs. I'm like, she wants to fuck Rylan.
Yeah, I was convinced that night, and this is let me just repeat myself. Before I was dating Rebecca, I was convinced this woman was either trying to fuck me, kill me, or both in that bathroom.
I think it was both.
It might have been both.
You stepped out of the door, and she immediately went for your
wrist.
Goes
right for the wrist.
And you deflected it.
I was like, get the hell off of me, bitch.
And then you walked around, and I'm right here. I'm standing up, and then you're walking this way, and then she just starts chasing after you.
Yeah, she... So at this point, the whole bar is aware that this lady's chasing me. And they think we're playing this big game of tag or something. Yeah. She's just trying to, I'm it or something. And no, I was literally scared for my life. And everyone's just laughing. And she gets so fed up with me. You remember that? Yeah. She's just like, all right, you know what? I can't catch this guy. Run away, little man. And just throws up her hand in there. Like Rumpelstiltskin just disappears into the night.
And this is the funniest thing because once she went down the stairs, there was a girl and a guy, two guys and a girl. And the girl said to you, what did you do to her? And you're like, I didn't do anything.
What did you, because she's 4'10", they're like, what did you do? And I'm like, I did literally nothing.
I was like, you didn't do anything. She was chasing him. And she's like, oh my God, that's so funny.
My crime was I was too nice. Sometimes being too nice in this world can lead you into some weird positions.
It does, man. Yeah. It gets you into some weird, crazy situations.
Because, I could have been a dick and be like, when she first talked to me, I can be like, fuck off, or, more or less say it that way.
But then it's kind of dickish. You're you're a complete dick to this, nice older lady.
Yeah, I mean, she was in her... Maybe
40s,
mid-40s.
Early mid-40s.
But we're all convinced that she had just gotten released from prison or an
mental institution.
There's no way that she is walking the streets a free person. She's probably back in jail or wherever.
She's probably in the loony bin right now.
Yeah.
Definitely institutionalized, for sure. Yeah. Do you guys have any, interesting bar stories? I mean, I know that you guys have had experience going to...
well, that was one of them.
For sure. Well, the thing is, I know you guys are very well-traveled individuals. I mean, obviously, you've been to the Vegas Strip. You've been to. Why am I blanking on the Tennessee town? Nashville. Oh my gosh. I know that the chat is absolutely going to roast me for that one, so I do apologize. I'm a musician. I got Nashville wrong. But yeah, do you guys have any? And also New Orleans. Like, you guys have been to New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
Been in New York.
Those are like been to Miami together DC. Once. DC. We've kind of been all over together. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy bar stories from back in the day, Westchester and everything.
I'm trying to think of like a funny one. I mean, that one to me is the funniest one about me.
100%.
For Shane, I'm trying to. He usually just ends up with Shane like going home with some chick.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
I don't know, but like Shane,
stud muffin.
I guess where I don't know is like what happens after that, because I feel like after you take the girl home or you go home with her, have you ever had like a situation after the bar where you're like, holy like this was a pretty bad mistake. Like I should not have gone home with this person.
I've definitely gone. I mean, back when I was single, I have a girlfriend now. But I definitely, like, especially in college and like those after college years, like I went home with some really crazy women.
Yeah.
They're just like very psychotic, very
ratchet.
Like, yeah, somewhat. I've gone back with some ratchet chicks.
Yeah, I believe
sure. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that I would be like, yeah, she should definitely be in a mental institution for sure. I used to track the crazies like back in the day. They used to really somehow find their way over to me. I don't know if maybe I gave off that energy back then. I don't know, but
yeah. Did you ever have like a chick that was like trying to convince you that she was like an animal or like or it was like something weird like she's like referred to me in the third person or something?
Dude,
like,
I remember this one time it actually wasn't from a bar, but I met up with this girl from Tinder. And I remember I went over, we were hanging out at her like in her apartment, and she was like, do you have a condom? And I was like, no, I don't. She's like, you don't have
way
a
to be
fucking
straightforward.
Condom? Like, what do you mean? Jeez. You didn't bring over a condom? And I was like, nah, I forgot. And she's just like, hold on. And we like go up the stairs. She's like pulling open her drawers like fast, and like she's like trying to reach through her drawers. You throwing clothes out. She finally finds the condom. She's like, I got one for you. I'm like, okay. Sounds good. All right, let's do it. Let's go.
The condom doesn't work. The condom like pops.
And I didn't trust it too. I was having some anxiety. I was like, is she like, this girl seems really crazy. She might have poked some holes in this condom. So I kind of like just put it on and hope for the best, and luckily I didn't have a kid with her.
Yeah, you haven't had to call that late text or whatever.
Yeah, luckily, yeah. So luckily it didn't break. It was I couldn't see any holes. I didn't really I should have inspected a little bit more, but yeah, it worked out. But yeah, she was rooting through her drawer really fast. Like, you don't have a condom? What the fuck?
Yeah, this really took a turn because we went from talking about like ribs to like
just like not having condoms.
Crazy women that we've met at the bars.